Hi there, this is Jenny Walker from DigiGoods and Printables, ELA. Welcome to Argumentative Essay Writing, Segment 15, Building Your Final Essay. Congratulations, the hard work is done, so let's get busy and put your essay together. I bet you're so happy to get to this point. Okay, so let's just review a few guidelines that you should think about. First, use the slides below to build your full essay. Most of your work is already complete. Now you just need to put it together, tweak it, make sure it makes sense, and definitely read it out loud. When you read things out loud, you catch mistakes that you would never catch just reading it quietly to yourself or in your head. Okay, reading your work aloud will help you discover mistakes in parts that don't flow well. Then read it once more, this time looking for typos and grammar and spelling mistakes. Adjust fonts as necessary, but keep the font fairly small and never use cursive or childish fonts in a formal essay. Duplicate the slides if you need more space. And write only 4 paragraphs or 5 paragraphs depending on the instructions that were given to you. Some of you may have an extra paragraph for a counterclaim. Some of you may have 2 body paragraphs or 3 body paragraphs. So you could have a 4 to 6 paragraph essay depending on what is required of you. Use the rubric to make sure you're covering every element and getting all of the points. That is if your teacher is grading you with a rubric. And scroll off to the side to see the outlines as you're writing. Let's take a look at that now. Okay, so let me just expand your screen so you can see what I see. So this is your notebook, and you can put 1 paragraph in each slide. That's probably how it will fit best. And along the side, you have guides so that you can always remember what you're supposed to be putting in your paragraphs. Just a little added scaffolding to help you out there. Your counterclaim may or may not be in this paragraph depending on your instructions, but you got your hook, your counterclaim, background information, and thesis statement. And this would be a body paragraph that would begin with your topic sentence, evidence, transitions, and your elaboration in no particular order except that your topic sentence should come first. And then here, you won't need this box because you already did it, but this reference stays the same on all of them. And here's a box that is a guide for your counter paragraph. If you made a full standalone paragraph, you got your opponent's claim, refuting facts, transitions, and your rebuttal. You may even take up 2 pages for these paragraphs. That's okay. More room for body paragraphs. And your conclusion should be the last paragraph, of course, where you'll restate your thesis, sum up your key points, pose a solution, and revisit the theme of your hook. Now remember, you've already done all this work, so all you have to do is scroll back to the top and find your gold stars and paste those items in as you go. And make sure that after you get them pasted in, you mold them just like any good writing. Writing is like a lump of clay. You put it down and it's kind of ugly at first, and then you just keep shaping and molding and rewording and rewriting and rearranging until you get it exactly how you want it. And then, of course, here's a scoring rubric that your teacher may be using with you. This rubric could be used to give points. Or it could be used to write feedback in these interactive boxes. You may use this for peer editing. This might be a rubric that your teacher fills in as she or he looks at your first drafts to give you feedback to help you know what to improve on your second round. And here's the same rubric, just kind of in a portable size. Let's say if you're doing peer editing you might copy and paste this rubric and paste it onto the slide of your peer so that you can give feedback, comments here. Or your teacher might, if she or he is grading digitally, might even paste this rubric on your work so you can get a score. And of course, here's a printable version. And that is all there is to it. You do have a works cited page. You may or may not see this in your workshop. This is another lesson so that your teacher may or may not be using with you, and it can teach you how. This is where you give credit to your sources that you cited in your essay, and you may or may not know how to do this already. You may be going to do the lesson with your teacher, so you may not use this, or you may. That, my friends, completes your argumentative essay lesson. And I just know that you are going to write exciting and amazing essays. And I am so excited that I was able to be part of your writing journey, and I hope to see you in the future. So happy learning and happy teaching.